Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube. So my name is Iris and I am going to do, so I have like a few things. So like I'm first gonna tell you like a little bit of my college life, but you're gonna see me while I clean the sink because these are not dirty, these are clean, so I'm gonna put those away. And then I'm gonna have wash that one solo pot right there because I did my first soap off for the day, so I was really impressed. So college does really get better when give me a second. So where were we? Oh, so I'm gonna put the dishes away and you're gonna see me a little bit do that while I talk a little bit of my college experience. So I am first semester in the university where I'm at, and it is like, although it's my first semester, no, I'm lying. I'm in my first year in university, second semester. That's what I'm telling you. So I am classified as a junior though at 19 because I took courses when I was in a freshman year that counted as dual enrollment, so that helped a ton. But I stayed home so I can study for a quiz, but I also need to help my mom with the dishes because I made those dishes. I need to do it. I'm not gonna leave her to do it. So I think it's pretty cool. If you're in high school, definitely should try to get into or try to find somewhere like you can actually do college credit while you're in school. But enough talking about that, but it does really get easier when you go on into your second semester, because after your first semester you're kind of like scared and you don't know what you're doing, you're frightened. But after a while you kind of like get a lot more like secure, get used to it. And I think it was a really good experience overall. I was feeling kind of, oh damn, look, I got wet. I was feeling kind of bad about a 70 that I had, and I really was like really disappointed kind of because I had studied for it. But then I was like, I'm kind of being greedy. That was one, because like sometimes you struggle with a class. Sometimes you just struggle with a class and you just have to get over it. But I don't know, I'm a person who really tries to get a good grade, and I studied for it, and it just kind of felt bad to have gone a 70 after studying as much as I did. But then I took it again because you had a second attempt for the quiz because it was our first quiz ever. And it was the same exact questions, and I studied for it, and I just looked at his lecture videos instead, because he said to read the book, but I was just like, I'm just going to read your lecture videos, sir. Like, something's going on, because I read the book, it wasn't really working out. Trust me, I did that. I fixed my entire score. Like, it was a really good thing I did that. Guys, I don't know which, like, at what point temperature is this? Is it like that or like this? I don't know. No, actually that's cold, I'm thinking. Yeah, it's the warm water now. It's cool. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see the time. It's 5:03. That means we're gonna have to hurry up before my parents get home. I spent my day studying, so my parents are not working. They're with their ranch. I helped yesterday. I just didn't record anything yesterday. It was warm. I threw the water so I could get more water, like hotter water, and I messed it up. So I think it's really cool when you study, because if you persevere, even like when you don't want to do something, and the whole day I was kind of meddling with that feeling. To be honest, I was meddling with that feeling like all day because not sponsored, but we used on. Not sponsored, but we use Clorox. Oh, crackers. Okay. I hope I didn't get any in my clothes. And then my mom doesn't like the splash one. She says it's a very thick consistency. So she says it like, "Está bien espeso," and it's just funny. I find it funny. But okay, no splashing, clothes delicate. And then we need to get a new one. The water's kind of blurry. Okay. Well, anyway, college is not that bad. That's what I was trying. That was the whole point of this. Is that if you think that you're scared like to go to college, it's not that bad. You just have to put in the effort to do the work and to study. And the first week, it's not that bad. Because the first week, most of the time, you don't do a quiz. I had 2 classes that you did a quiz the first week, but not all the classes do you do that for the whole your whole thing. And some quizzes are not even locked, so you can use your notes on them. Well, they don't tell you to use your notes, but you can use your notes, or if not, you can also use ChatGPT and Gemini or whatever other. DeepSeek is a good one. It's an AI, but it's it's not a US AI, but it is a good AI. There's also a mobile app for it. It's not that bad if they allow it on your mobile app. And I'm not saying that you can use AI on your quiz so you can get the easy way out. I'm saying that if you use AI, you can learn why is that answer, and the AI can explain it to you. And I think it can help you a lot that way. Personally, I would do that. I did do that. But sometimes you don't have to, because there's assignments that you do that helps you for the quiz. So it's really not that bad. Before getting classes, you should always look at it, Rate My Professor, so you can know exactly where you're gauging yourself at, and so you can already prepare yourself mentally for a class. I had a class where I was already mentally preparing for open-ended questions, and I willingly took the class, and then I willingly regretted it. It's not that bad. It really isn't. You don't have to do open-ended questions. Well, the first quiz, that's a quiz I was telling you I got a 70 on. And then I studied his lectures, and then I got 100 on them. And I was like, damn. It really is just his lectures, and I'm like, okay, so then it's not going to be open-ended. So I kind of regretted the class for nothing, because it's not that bad. His lectures are pretty straightforward. What he uses for his class is his examples. He uses a lot of his examples, and I'm thinking he's testing us not on our knowledge. Well, he is on our knowledge, but I feel like he's testing us on whether you actually engage the material when he's teaching it. And it really isn't that bad, to be honest. But yeah, if you're a high school student, you should consider going to college. I mean, if it's something that you can do, because there's also financial aid, there's scholarships. The only reason I went to university actually is because of a scholarship that I got. And I didn't apply for it, they just sent it to me. And it was because I was top 10 in the high school. And a lot of people do not think that putting a lot of effort when you're in high school as something you should do, or something that can get you ahead. But I was top 10. I cared about my grades. My friends didn't really care about my grades. I cared about my grades when I was all throughout high school, and I was I always want to try to get the best grade that I can get. If there was extra credit, you best believe I was doing the extra credit. But I feel a lot of times, a lot of high school students might not want to or put the effort, because they're I don't really care what I get, I just want to pass. I just want to get out of here. And it's not, that shouldn't be your end goal. I mean, of course you should graduate, But that shouldn't be your end goal. Just like, I'm gonna do whatever just so I can pass out of here. Your goal should always aim to give yourself a better future, because the life that you're having now goes very hand in hand with how you're gonna have, or how you're gonna affect your future. Because if you do drugs right now, per se, you get caught with those drugs, you're gonna have that charge like for your entire life. Do you want to have a drug charge for your entire life? Like something that's gonna stick with you? Or do you want to actually like have a good future for yourself? Actually try to provide yourself with that kind of freedom, because you can actually help yourself out in the future. That's what I mean. Like, don't sell yourself out short. Like, don't do that. You can do so much better for yourself. And instead of you being like, you know what, I'm just gonna like do whatever I want because I'm young or whatever. Do whatever you want, per se, whatever. But I'm just saying you shouldn't sell yourself out short. And it's never too late to start something. It's never too late to start something. I know that a lot of people sometimes think it's too late to do certain things, but it's not too late. Like, you have such a good future ahead of you, and the only this is the advice that my mom gives me, and I 100% agree. The only time it's too late to do something is that when you're in your grave. When you're in your grave, 10 feet under, 6 feet under, whatever you want to call it, that is when you can say, I can't do anything about it. But if you're still alive and God gave you the grace to wake up today, because that was actually one of the sermons today. One of the sermons today was God woke you up for a reason. And it was because a lot of people say, I don't need God. I can do it myself. But if you're awake right now, it's because of the grace of God, to be honest. Because a lot of the times we can't even do much without God. And a lot of our hope comes from our God. And you just really have to put in the effort to do certain things to actually push forward and just not sell yourself out short. If God gave you the life you have right now, then trust Him to make the best use out of it. Trust Him with it. And we're not all perfect, and we'll never be perfect because we're not meant to be perfect, but we should at least try our best to do the best that we can with what we have already. So, do not sell yourself out short. With the grace of God, you are alive today. You woke up. So it's never too late to do something. You want to go to school, you go to school. You want to start a business, go start a business. You feel like it's too late to do an assignment, it's not. Go ahead and do it. I struggled all day today to study for, I needed to read 7 pages for the book that I had today. And I struggled so bad. But what helped me, and what I'm thinking can help you, is I'm drying the sink now. What can help you, I'm pretty sure, is a Promoto timer. Those were like, you for sure you work off by sections. So the one I use is like a 25-minute on and a 5-minute off. That's the one that I find best. And the thing is, you just have to do it. I struggle with TikTok a lot. I tend to really like just be on TikTok, and that's not good. But on the other hand, be with me while I clean the stove. Okay, you can't see what I'm doing. Better? So, did Damn, I almost broke this. We got it from Hobby Lobby, by the way. It's cute. What really helps is just starting. To be honest, that's the hardest part of doing something for school. Because the last thing you want to do is from being outside of TikTok to continue your studying. So what I do is like if I'm getting a snack or cereal or whatever, I will actually like stop. I'm gonna go back to my studying. And if I really want like a break per se, do a timed break and do not go over your timed break. But also don't be ridiculous in your break. That's how I'm gonna get like a 3-minute break. That's it. Because realistically, you're not gonna get a 3-minute break. At least I don't. I'm not like that. But to everyone, right? To everyone that does like whatever you think is best. I really like it. Just depends, you know. But what I mean to say also, it's like overall, just try your best in life. That's all really like God wants of you, and that's really what you deserve to see. Okay, look, for as bad as I say TikTok is for you being on it, it's just not a bad thing. It's just you waste your time a lot when you are in TikTok. But you do waste your time a lot when you're in TikTok. But if you do anything, is at least be motivational about your TikTok. So if you're watching TikTok, at least be watching like TikTok, like motivational studying TikTok. I do that. I watch motivational TikToks. And then also I did see this one TikTok, and I want to share this, is where you say where you deserve to see what happens. And you deserve to see what happens with your life if you put in the effort to actually change. And yeah, I think it's just pretty cool. Exercise, try to exercise every single day, 10 minutes a day. That's 70 minutes a week. Just 10 minutes every single day. So yeah, wish of luck. Thank you guys for cleaning with me. Bye.